Let's start with this paper. This is the O levels paper with the code 5090, and it's the October November 23 paper. It's variant 1. Okay, variant 2 you have to do on your own, variant 1 you will do with me. Okay, number 1, what are the characteristics of bacteria? They contain cytoplasm, yes. They have DNA, yes. They have nuclear membrane present, no, that's why they are prokaryotes. And is not present. So the answer is B. Okay. The next one is some students were provided with some specimen of arthropods. They counted the number of legs on each arthropod. The results is shown in the table. Number of legs are 6. Number of arthropod with the number of legs are 10. Okay. Which arthropods have 6 legs? Insects. Pair of 3. So 6 legs, okay. 8 legs. Arachnids, yes. And 10 and 20 and more is with the myropods. Okay? Okay. With crustacean have 6. Why they have 6? They have, but they additionally have that exoskeleton, the harder shell. Okay. The question is, which statement about the arthropod is correct? The same number of insects and crustaceans were counted. No. Even if we wait, the same number of insects and crustaceans were counted. Okay, let's leave this statement for a while. 25% of the arthropods counted were arachnids. Let's say these are 4. So total are 20. 20 out of, okay, 4 out of 20 is not 25. Okay. 50% of arthropods were insects. This can be, since 10 out of 20 can be 50%, right? So this can be correct. 10% of the counted are the crustaceans. So I guess for crustaceans they have like counted as like these 10 legs. They have many. They have many. So last one is also incorrect. It's not 10% even if we count it. Okay. Okay. So C is the answer, most logically. The crustacean have 2 branched legs, and okay, the crustacean have different number of legs, and they vary from species to species as well, and they have 10 legs. Okay, since they are counting those pedipalp in that one as well, which are like used to catch the prey. Okay, the diagram shows two plant cells X and Y. Cell X has a higher water potential than Y. This one has more water. So in which direction and by which process water moves between these two cells? X has more water, so it will move from X to Y. And which process? Osmosis. So water movement is mostly referred to as osmosis in plant. Which row identify how ions and molecules move by active transport? Against the concentration gradient, yes. Down the concentration gradient, no. Through a membrane, yes, can be. Require energy, yes. So I guess A is the answer. Next one is a student carried two tests on a liquid. When Benedict solution was added to half of the liquid, it turns red. So it means it's a positive test. Which thing is present? Glucose, reducing sugars. Okay, when Biot reagent was added, it turned mauve or purple. It means which substance or which molecule is present? Purple, purple, Protein. Okay, so both are present, so we can say the solution contained both glucose and protein. So answer is D. Okay. Enzymes are involved in many reactions in living cells. Which statement describe the action of enzymes? Enzymes are able. Okay. Oh, third one. So enzyme increases the rate of reaction, which is correct. Okay, enzymes are able to start up reaction. No, they need activation energy. Enzymes can only act inside living organisms. No, one enzyme can catalyze a number of reaction. No, they are very specific. So the only correct answer is C. Okay, seventh one. There are certain directions given which molecules actually pass through these steps. Number 5. What enters into the cell through stomata? Wait, wait. Carbon dioxide. Okay, and what get into these spaces? One. Wait. Water. Oh my God. There's four. Wait, why one? If it's water, then it's not water. It must be some other gas, which is oxygen. Okay, number four is, you're saying number four is water. Okay, let's say it's water. Okay, what is two and three? Okay, three is moving from cell into the phloem. Is glucose. Yes, it's water as well. So I guess oxygen number one. Number two is water. Number three is glucose, water, carbon dioxide. So C is the right answer. Okay. Number seven. Diagram shows a plant cell. Compared with the rest of the cell, which should describe the concentration of oxygen and magnesium inside structure P. Okay, what is P first of all? Chloroplast. So it would have more magnesium or less magnesium since it has the chlorophyll. Okay, so it would have high magnesium. And what about oxygen during daytime? Why? Why? Wait. During day, during day, the rate of photosynthesis is high. So more oxygen is produced. So more oxygen is produced, so the concentration is higher. Okay. Okay, number 8. The diagram shows a root hair cell. How does the shape of the cell help the plant? It allows root to search for ions. Can be. Can be. Okay. It allows root to search for water. No. It increases the surface area for sugar uptake. No. Surface area for water uptake. Yes. Next one. It's related to potometer. A student used the apparatus shown to measure the rate of water loss by leafy stem at increasing wind intensity. Okay. So which graph is the right one for increasing intensity, wind intensity, sorry. With the increase in wind, would there be more respiration or less respiration? Simple. All factors increase in wind intensity. Exactly. It would be C. C. Okay. Temperature, light, and wind. They have the direct relationship with the water loss, while humidity has an inverse relationship. Okay? Inversely. Okay. A deficiency disease in children caused soft and deformed bones. Why? Because they lack vitamin D. Wait, vitamin D and what is important of calcium? Okay, why scurvy? Okay, So it's rickets. So the answer is vitamin C. Mouth. Yeah, no, not loss of breath. It's around your gums. You have bleeding gums and sores. Yes, that is scurvy. So it's A. Hmm. Exactly. So bones need calcium and vitamin D. Okay, human digestive system is given. Which where do egestion and ingestion occur? The first part is for ingestion, and the last part is for egestion, right? This is ingestion. This is egestion. So answer is C. Okay, number 13. Which graph represent the effect of pH on the gastric protease? Now they have mentioned gastric protease. What is the pH of gastric protease? 2. So which graph is correct? A. Yes. After 7 or with 7 are incorrect. Okay, the graph shows the changes in lung volume during breathing when a person was at rest and when they began to exercise. So there is more volume, lung volume. Okay, so let's complete the statement. From resting to exercise, the volume of air breathed in each breath increases from dash to dash. Okay, let's see what's the volume over here and what's the volume over here. So it's almost, wait, okay, let's say 2.5. No, it's not 2.5. Wait, it's a single thing. It's point 0.5. It's 0.5, not 2.5. Starting from 2 and raising till 2.5 is actually 0.5. Starting from 2 and moving to 5. So the overall is 3.0. So answer is A. 3. Have you got the answer why it's happening? We are starting from 2, right? Okay. So we're taking the difference. Okay. What are the products of anaerobic respiration in muscles? Alcohol? No. Only one thing is produced in muscles. That one is that one is lactic acid. So all other are incorrect. Only lactic acid would be there. So it would be D. Okay, there is a labeling given, and okay, which label shows where lactic acid is broken down in the liver? It produces in muscles, and then exactly. Okay, and what is this process known as? Oxygen debt. Oxygen debt. Okay. Hmm. Wait, what is this term? I haven't heard of this term. Wait, wait. What term you are talking about? I need to think about that now. Um, there must be some other term, not this one. Okay. EPO. Okay. There is no such term. You have made this term on your own based on the abbreviation. Okay, it's based on abbreviation. There is no such term exist in biology. Uh, yes, you can use that term, but we don't use this term in writing. Okay, that is not a scientific term actually. Okay, what interpretation about this graph is correct? Two people carried out a short period of exercise on a treadmill, person X and person Y. Each of the people ran on the treadmill for the same amount of time and same speed. So these are the constants. The graph shows the pulse rate of these two people before, during, and after the exercise. What interpretation is correct? Which one is more fitter? The one whose The one, okay, correct, is person Y, but why? Because the heart rate comes back to its normal really quick. Exactly, it recovers more quickly. That's why person Y is the fitter one. Which blood vessel carry deoxygenated blood? Okay, aorta is the one which contains oxygenated blood. Pulmonary artery is the one which contains deoxygenated blood, and the vein as well. So this can be the answer. So renal vein, or okay, these vena cava and pulmonary vein. This vein contains the oxygenated blood. So this is also incorrect. 18B. Okay, 19th one. What describe the microorganism that causes cholera and its method of transmission? The microorganism. Bacterial contaminated water. Correct. The graph gives the information about a car. Okay, now this must be difficult. Driven at 110 km per hour by someone who has not consumed alcohol. Okay. The next one is it shows how far the car travels from the time the driver sees a hazard and react. Okay, they are basically using the okay. It's if the same driver consumes alcohol before driving, the distance traveling before reacting to hazard increases by 20%. Okay, what should be the total distance traveled by the car before stopping? Okay, uh, do this 20% of 110 km and then subtract it from 110. Yes. And then subtract it from 110. Wait. 110 minus. Mm-hmm. No. Wait, 20% increase to 20%. 10% is 11. No, that can't be the calculation. Uh, just give me a minute and check. Let me check in the key because I don't think so. It would like it would be even 96. Wait, let me check. What's this paper? This paper is this variant. Okay. Okay. Yes, answer is B. So let's figure out. Wait, what is? Am I missing something? Has it seen at 20 and break used were at 20 seconds? Okay. Okay, sorry. We don't have to use this one. We have to use this information. Okay, got it. So it's almost 96 meter. Okay. And 96 minus 20 is hmm. So wait, we have to calculate it for this. Now this is for like 76 meter, let's say. It would be 96 minus 20 is 76 meter. So it takes more like more time exactly. So we would add over here. So what is the 20% of 20? 4, exactly. 4, 24, correct. So it would be 100 meter, correct. I missed this. So I added this information while I need to add this one information. I missed it. Okay. Drugs can be used to treat infection in the body. What are antibiotics for? To destroy bacteria. Correct. Next one is human immunodeficiency virus affect the immune system, resulting in decreased lymphocytes. Okay. They decrease below this, and the graph is shown after HIV infection in the patient. How many years after infection would the patient be diagnosed with AIDS? So it should be at what level? 200. This one. So after how many years it has been diagnosed? 9 years, na? Right? It takes much time. 9 years. Okay. Some people requires a treatment called dialysis to remove waste products and excess salt from their blood. Which part of their body is not working? Kidney. Correct. Next one is what changes occur in the eye if the person focus on a vehicle approaching from a long distance. Now it's coming towards you, so the lenser become thicker, and why? 24. I have given the answer. Oh my god, it's written over there. The lens become more convex. Oh my god, I thought they would ask about muscles, so yeah, the answer is given. Okay, a light was shown into a person's eye for 50 seconds, and there would be the diameter of the pupil, the intensity of the light was varied, okay, and the diameter is increasing. So what can be the reason for the change in pupil size? Suddenly, suddenly, slowly, because the diameter is not like changing instantly, rather, exactly. 26. The graph is shown, okay, for 8 over 8 hours. They did not exercise at all, and this is their sugar level. At X, the sugar level is high, and this is Y, and this one is the normal value. So after taking breakfast, let's say around 8, and this is at 10, let's see. Okay, which statement explain the shape of the graph between X and Y? So between X and Y, the glucose level is decreasing. It means which hormone is released? Insulin is released. And which causes the what? Turning to glycogen. So C is the answer. Which action may lead to the contraction of hair erector muscles in the skin? That would be when the temperature is low, right? No, no, no. Hair erector muscles contract when the temperature, that is called as goosebumps, na? When the temperature is low. So the answer would be cold water and cold room, 1 and 4. Mm-hmm. It's written contract. No, no, no. It's written contract. Okay. Okay. A tip is given, and this tip is covered with aluminum foil, and the direction is over here. So it has nothing to do with tip. Okay. Since the direction of light is on one side only. So what would be shape of shoot after 48 hours? A. Why? Exactly. Exactly. So we have uh, covered the space where oxygen is produced. So it's not shifting at all. A scientist take 4 pairs of samples from a wild cherry tree. In which pair of sample could there be cells with different genotypes? Wait, so two C's with different genotypes. So that would be two C's definitely. Exactly. So germination takes place with all, because of seed. So that results in the new plant. The diagram shows how a large number of carrot plant can be produced from small pieces of carrot. Okay, so this is type of, what type of reproduction? Asexual. Okay, so in asexual reproduction there would be genetically identical plants. Yes or no? Yes. Would there be cell division by mitosis? Yes. Will there be cell division by meiosis? No. So which one is the answer? C. Hmm. 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 Okay, that is because the pollen or the plant has moved to a different place, which may have different like competition, cross pollination. There would be more competition over there. That's why they adapt themselves to different conditions. There would be more variation in those. Okay, due to the competition for life, survival, food, whatever. No. There won't be identical, but there would be variation, but not to that much extent. Okay, since both are sexual reproductions. Okay, in plant reproduction, the following processes occur. Which one is the correct order? So first of all, there would be pollination. Second would be pollen tube, and then there would be fertilization, and there would be production of seed, and then seed germinate. So C is the answer, right? I guess. 32. Which hormones causes the release of egg cell from the ovary? So that would be luteinizing hormone. FSH, they produces egg. Estrogen, they it helps both basically, and progesterone maintains the thickness. Okay. Okay. A baby is about to born. What changes are made in which labor structures are these? Okay, sorry. Yes, yes, and then after there would be LH. But estrogen is helping. Yes, that is for no. FSH is in the, okay. Wait, FSH would be in the like earlier days, and luteinizing hormone it develops after the 10 days basically. Okay, so yes, we can say it's second week. We can say okay. Exactly, progesterone would be high. Exactly after 14 days, most of the time. Okay, cervix and uterus. What is cervix and what is uterus? Four, three. Correct. Next one. Two is wait. Two is the placenta and one is fallopian tubes. Okay. In a DNA molecule, bond between the pair of bases hold the strands together. Which pair of bases are found in DNA? Okay. This one is not possible. Not possible at CG. At CG. So it's three and four. Correct. Next one is the inheritance of ABO blood group system is controlled by three alleles. So it's a codominance thing. Okay, what are the possible blood groups of the children born to a homozygous group A and a heterozygous group B? So homozygous would be IAIA and homozygous would be IBIO. So what are the possibilities? IA and IB, IA and IB, IA and IO, IA and IO. So it would be AB and A. AB and A. So it's B. Hmm. 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 Um, about the, okay, there is one question related to sickle cell anemia as well. Okay, this is the common disease that they ask for. or most of the time the fur color or the wing color, they may give you some colors. No, but it's a recessive one like other ones. Okay. The antibiotic penicillin is formed from a fungus called Penicillium. Okay, there. Okay, the mass in the fermenter decreases. Okay, something increases. Okay, what are these? What decreases in the fermenter? The nutrient, the sugar would. Okay, and what would increase at Z and Y? Okay, and okay, then Y cannot be that one. Hmm. Okay, so the nutrients are used up this and this level. Yes, yes, this one is fungus and this one is penicillium. So I'm matching these points where there is like more nutrient and where they are growing. So it's seen. The diagram shows a food chain. Okay, there are four: producer, primary consumer, secondary consumer, and tertiary consumer. Which organism are present in the largest number in the food chain? Okay, tree is not the largest one, right? So what about the other three? Hawk are also not in large number. So it can be caterpillar or songbirds. Hmm. We'll just write consumers because these three are more as compared to this. Okay, we can write these two, but these two are not given in a like proper way. Songbirds are not herbivores since they are eating or consuming caterpillars. Okay, so some bacteria and fungi are decomposers. What is produced when decomposers break down plants and animal protein? Wait, wait. Okay, plant. Okay, plant protein. Yes, they produce ammonium ions. Nitrates are produced by the not decomposers. Okay, exactly. Fixed. Exactly. Yes. Yes. Okay. What is the definition of community? No. Different species is the um, population. Okay, this one is population. This one is population. That is ecosystem. This one is community, where different populations are there. The number of different species that live in an area, that is also population. Organism and their environment is ecosystem. Okay, so B is the answer. Okay. Okay, so there is polluted water. Okay, you have to explain the process of purification. What is the correct order? So first of all, microorganisms. Wait, cover this. Okay, don't you think first of all the plant would die, then decomposes? Wait, when they die only then decomposer would act on them, right? Exactly, and this one is the fourth one. So C is the answer. Okay. Hmm. I hope you are getting like how to solve the questions. The more you're going to practice, the more you are going to be like confident and like solving.